So, I hear there's a Robocop remake around. I don't really have interest in going to see it myself, but I thought I'd play a rather good Robocop game this time around. And it is Robocop 3. Yes. Based on a movie which probably is worse than the remake. But then again, that's not difficult to do. Oh. Music by people from Maniacs of Noise. Let's get started. I'm going to play this in English. Nah, it took a bit for me to decide whether to do the Amiga version or the PC version. And this is for the Amiga, which has somewhat worse graphics, but the sound is much better than the PC version, unless you use the Roland sound on the PC, but then for some reason you do not get sound effects. Oh. Delta City, the future has a silver lining. Sorry, I went and skipped that accidentally, I think. Media break. Chase Perkins and Casey Wong. Motor City. I guess Motor City is a nickname for Detroit. And for some reason that puffy hair and baggy sweater just strikes me as so very 80s. Oh, splatterpunks. They were just these ridiculous cartoony things in the movie. Yes, and the rehabs. I believe this is supposed to be McDaggett, the leader of the rehabs, who looks nothing like that in the actual movie. Oh well. Actually, a bit of trivia. All the games about Robocop 3 came out the year before the actual movie. The release of the movie was delayed due to the studio going through financial troubles. Breaking at the police armory. Crazy at 209. It troubles announced. Yeah, in the movie there was this little girl hacker prodigy who hacked an Ed 209. But we are off to... Oh, first we see this. A bit odd that there's no sound. Maybe that's supposed to be so. And yeah, this is... Yeah, that looked much worse than the media break. Those 2D graphics look like they are pretty much taken from the PC version and just converted to smaller color palette. Some better than others. But hey, first thing we do is drive around, trying to hunt down the van of stolen stuff, which was that grey rectangle going to the left. And Officer Lewis needs assistance. You actually do not have to do anything about the van if you so choose. You can directly go and help Lewis, which is appreciated since at least I do not find these driving sections very good. But it is pretty impressive. I mean, 1992 and the game is all in 3D. Let's see if I can get to that. Man, not very good at doing corners, but it gets much easier when we get to a stretch of road. Also, sometimes the game doesn't really seem to respond to... let's not crash into that. I'm controlling this with the mouse, and pressing the left mouse button accelerates, the right one brakes, and eventually gets you going in reverse. But it doesn't always seem to really respond to me trying to accelerate. Now, I'm not entirely sure how you are supposed to... hopefully I don't hit the lamppost. How you are supposed to exactly stop these cars. In case you are wondering, no, you cannot shoot, you just have to ram them. The problem then is how to do the ramming so that, well, pretty much the enemy takes less damage than you do. And unlike Robocop, the criminals can shoot. Like so. I'll try to stop it. I guess trying to ram from the left might be the best course of action. Oof, it's smoking. That's good. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Oof. Did that stop them? Okay, let's... Oh! Crap! Yeah, there's a problem with civilian vehicles, though I did manage to stop. Yeah. That is what the game overlooks like. Okay, let's do this again. Yeah. Whether you actually stop that van or not does not really change anything. Like I said, I appreciate that they allow you to skip the driving sections. Well, at least skip the part about trying to stop a car. Yeah. And you can skip the media breaks. And actually that media break was in two-part. General news about Delta City staff and rehabs, and then the break-in. As I recall, in the movie actually Robocop did not stop the fleeing people because he instead chose to respond to Louis being in danger. So I guess this is kind of the canon path. The manual says that driving off-road actually damages you, but I haven't noticed that happening. And you go much slower off-road, but that's it. And yet. And the lower left you have a map which is divided into 4 quadrants and it jumps from one to another when you cross the border. The PC version actually has a map which is always centered on you, which I do prefer, but oh well. And it's weird how the civilian cars drive around. There doesn't really seem to be any much rhyme or reason on which side of the road they drive. You saw that which came ahead, going and turning onto the left lane. Oh well. Right, here we go. And now we get to the best part of the game, or rather the best gameplay style, I should say. Yeah, Lewis's car is smoking, which does not bode well. And we get this rather cool shot. And now, after it loads up, which doesn't really take long, because this is installed onto an emulated hard drive. You get to actual walking around and shooting bit. Now, this time the 3D graphics that could be done were quite primitive, and I kinda like that this game doesn't try to go for as much realism as possible, which was quite little at the time, but as this stylized look with dark silhouettes. Oh yeah, and that said that I have 2 minutes to rescue Louis. Actually, you do not fail if you take longer than that. But what happens is that you get a message that Louis managed to escape on her own, which is a nice thing. Also, right, if I was playing the PC version with the Roland sounds, I wouldn't be getting that gunfire sound, and for some reason you don't get those sparkles indicating gunfire in the PC version, which is an odd thing. Now, comparing this to the movie, well, the movie was actually pretty much completely neutered when it came to violence, so this is already much more violent affair than the entire Robocop 3 movie. And the way you are supposed to locate Louis is that you hear that beeping on the background, and that gets more rapid the faster the closer you get to Louis. Oh, and that was someone throwing a grenade. Sounds like we are getting closer. Actually, I think that slowed down a bit, so this way. Yeah. And as you can tell, the frame rate is slow. And it's not much better on the PC version. Oops. Someone is shooting me. Oh, and there's a grenade. You can shoot it out of the air, but it can be tricky. Getting very close here. And as you might expect, shooting innocent civilians is not a good thing. You lose maybe 30% efficiency. Ah, there's Louis. Right, I think if you actually do get closer, it's not a good thing. Okay, that's A bit odd. Oh well. Right, next up. And yeah, this is the OCP side of the plot in the movie. But we shall get to this part next time.